Welcome back to beautiful Arlington, Texas for the final round of the Veterans Park Open. I am Ian Anderson, again joined by Nolan Greider.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, my man. There is your lead card: Emerson Keith, GT Hancock, Zachariah Johnson, and Cameron Shirley. Hancock, you're super local. It's his home course even.
Yeah, 3 of these people here are locals, though. Emerson, Cameron, and GT there.
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
Cameron been having some struggles. His hopes are probably over at this point, but GT, Keith, very alive. Johnson might need a little help.
Johnson's had some bad luck that front.
He's had some ridiculously terrible luck. Hole 11.
Hole 11 here, yeah. Same thing, star hole. This is one of the prettiest greens at the course for sure. Up and over, I'm sure these guys, I don't know if any of these guys are going to go through the gap there. They'll probably all throw over, probably sidearms or thumbers or something. Smash and tailwind there. Look at that flag moving. Goodness.
And I should tell you, if you're watching live scoring during the event, my man Nolan, you're in the mix.
I was in the mix. I was trying my best.
Here's Keith with that tie-dye Pioneer.
Looks like the same thing as yesterday. A little sidearm through that gap. Nice.
Good OB shot. Though, you know.
It is for him.
You guys ever play it like that during the local tourneys or anything?
No, we should though. It wouldn't. That would be a bad idea.
Maybe for a doubles weekly round. Hancock.
So GT does go through the gap.
And does so nicely.
Beautiful shot. Look at that.
Oh.
What more could you ask for?
He's really taken a lot of pressure off that putter game.
He could have at least put it inside the circle there. Goodness.
Shirley.
Same thing, yeah. Great looking shot.
Right in the
Lefty
neck.
Flex.
Johnson.
None of them went over.
Surprising.
Yeah. Second round, I think everyone on my card went over.
And that's a little underturned from Johnson.
That's not bad. I mean, he's probably, I don't know, what does it say there? 35 feet or something?
Yeah, it's something like that. So it's a look at birdie into a bit of a headwind, I believe.
And an elevated bucket. Great putt.
That was a committed putt.
Putt.
Confident action there from Johnson.
A wave to the crowd there.
Yeah.
He needed that.
He did. It's been a day for Zach.
It has been a day.
Keith, this to say 2 behind Hancock.
Snagged those right chains.
Good.
Sucked it in there.
Emerson's putt, it just catches, doesn't it?
Man,
I don't know.
Have we checked his putters? Has anybody looked at those?
Got that spider tack on there.
Goodness.
You ever touch that spider tack stuff they're using at the MLB?
I have not.
It is unbelievably sticky. Snapper Pearson runs Morley Field. He's getting a little older. He's got some thumb problems, so he throws a little bit on the thumb when he plays the disc golf rounds.
Yeah.
He says his back ripping.
That's awesome.
I love it. GT drops in birdie after Shirley unfortunately did not.
Take a look at this putt here.
Yeah, really nice from Zach.
Good smooth release.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great putt.
And the big hole gets bigger, Nolan.
Sidewalk left, OB right. There's a painted line over there. This is far. 860 feet straight as you can throw it. 2 shots pretty much. Reachable. You can get it there in 2, no problem. And if you do get it with this wind, it is a great birdie. So it's a tough hole.
Yep.
Open, lots of wind.
Everybody on the card, though, thinking birdie at this point.
Absolutely.
It's a must-get here. Really nothing in the way. If you don't get it, it's your fault.
Exactly.
Keith with that Ballista Pro. He's got Disc Golf Pro Tour points leader Macy Vela Diaz on the stamp here for his Ballista Pro.
Very nice. Yeah, tailwind, I guarantee you that thing's a little understable. You put that hyzer on it, let it stand up, and just go as far as it can.
He said this was his oldest, most beat-in Ballista Pro.
I believe it.
And that thing went. Nice crush out of Emerson. Hancock.
Good turn on that.
Really nice shape.
Let it pan out a little.
No edge, at least.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted a little more out of that, but that tailwind slamming him down.
Just fine, though, for the second shot.
Perfect.
Johnson.
Looks like he's throwing hyzer on it. There you go. This should catch a little edge and run a little bit. There's that wood. There's our short course.
Oh, okay.
So
For every pin, there's a little
that's our little Wednesday night thing that they do and little minis that they
That's
run
awesome,
out there.
man.
So that's our short course that we run through.
Shirley, the opposite mistake of yesterday's round. That one's underturned.
Still in the fairway.
Still just fine in business.
Being a lefty, he can hang that thing out there. No problem.
Johnson is second into the green. Looks left, maybe?
I bet it's short. It didn't get any flight out of it. So, look at that. That's closer than I thought.
It is not bad.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
But a little bit of both. A little short
Yeah,
and a little
short,
left.
yeah.
Hancock.
That looks tasty. Somebody's played here before. Look at that.
Keeping that thing cool, hitting the koozie.
Goodness.
Shirley, his second.
And this is what I was saying. He should have enough room to swing it out there, let it come back. That's a good shot, too.
Man, Gigi has just been dropping in lately, hasn't he?
He has. He hadn't had to putt.
It feels like I can't remember the last hole where he had a legitimate. I was
yeah,
worried
long
about
putt.
him, you know? Here's Keith with his second after the monster drive, going Pioneer. Ooh.
Sit down.
Oh.
Yeah, I guarantee he wanted that a little closer, but that wind and that hill, it's easy to get a little roll 50, 60 foot away from what you think you should be at.
Big putt for Emerson.
Stuck it. Right side again.
They
Good
catch.
putt.
They catch when you're Emerson Keith. He knows how to do it. Johnson to match that. That's a turkey there for Emerson.
It's a good turkey. Those are 3 good gets.
Johnson with a nice make.
Yeah, there's 2 back-to-backs for him there.
Let's see if Shirley can keep it going.
He better not hit the pan here. There you go, buddy.
There you go. Nicely done, Cam.
Shot, Cam.
And GT,
Bag on?
as is tradition. Oh, he's setting him up for the alley-oop right there. I like that.
That was definitely the closest birdie putt that I saw all weekend.
That was,
sure.
that was a really nice one. Here's another look at the Keith birdie.
Shaking hands with it, let it go. Nice and powerful, as always.
Uh-huh.
He's not short on his putts.
Going back the other way here for 13.
Headwind, OB right doesn't really come into play. It's way over there. It's wide open to the left. No problems at all. Basket sits up on top of that little hill there.
Par 3, though?
Yeah, it's
Oh
a tough
my
par 3.
goodness, dang.
Yeah, this is it's windy and that wind's blowing in your face. This is a tough 3.
This has got to be the toughest hole in the course.
Nothing
It's a
in
par
your way.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing in the way. Keith. Still 2 back of Hancock.
That looks like that same Ballista Pro that he just threw.
Yep, it is. And it's out there.
Yeah, that'll
Tons
work.
of distance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's past the little Wednesday night wooden thing out there, and that's really where you want to be.
Hancock. He's flexing this one out there nicely.
Yeah, nice and straight. That's a good-looking shot.
See if he gets edge here. Almost.
Good-looking shot.
Johnson. Just fine for a 3.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Gotta imagine not a ton of scoring separation here. Shirley.
You know, of course, everybody wants to throw it to the pin, but you know, goodness.
Anybody on your cards have a look?
No. I actually had the long drive on our card.
Oh, nice.
I'm probably right there where Cam is.
Yeah. Here's the Shirley approach, and that's nicely done. Should drop in the 3 from there.
Yeah. Everybody had good distance on their drives here.
Yeah, they really did. Keith with his pitch into the green.
Easy routine shot there.
I think he's on the bricks. Hancock.
Little soft touch. Easy up and down.
That's his longest putt in a while, though.
I know it.
Johnson. Also throwing 2 with the rest of the gang.
That'll work just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Cam for 3.
There you go.
Good confident putt anyway. Hancock, his version of par.
And it's in. He's a really good putter. He's very solid.
Yeah.
And been touring, so just gaining all that knowledge and experience and just going to get better.
Yeah, trying to think of putts where I think he should have made it and he hasn't. I'm coming up with hole 1, and that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where those nerves come into play.
you can excuse that one, right? Early in the round on camera, but playing fantastic. Our last commercial break, and we'll be back in just a bit.
When I walk up to the tee, I have these game plans. I think I'm gonna land in these same areas every single time, but you never know. Having the Bushnell rangefinder, no matter where I land, gives me that extra level of confidence.
The earth expanding, right hand and left. The picture alive, every part in its best light. I think heroic deeds were all conceived in the open air. I think I could stop here myself and do miracles. I inhale great draughts of space. I am larger, better than I thought. I did not know I held so much goodness.
Looking at hole 14, Nolan.
Moved our tee pad on us. They
yes.
They moved us out left here. This is a different look. There's a Mando on the corner here. It's got some tape on it. I might not show it in this video, but we have to play to the right side of that Mando and then swing it back around here to the left. 679 feet, left to right wind. Tough hole.
It is. But I think you guys are probably thinking birdie. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get a drive. I don't know. You got to throw it 400 plus to get past this Mando, and then you can have a easier look.
Yeah.
At the bucket. So.
Here's Keith with the rive.
Yeah, playing it out right, nice and safe. Doesn't want to mess with that Mando. And there it is. Great shot.
There's that Mando tree you were talking about, and Keith in business.
That's a great shot. That's better than any shot on our card.
Hancock. That's not making the hole any shorter, Nolan.
I guarantee you didn't mean to turn it over that much.
Yeah.
But there's still not much trouble out there. It's wide open. He can do whatever he wants. He probably can attack it from any angle he wants from over there. So
Johnson.
Same thing as GT. Really hanging it out right. I'm sure he wanted that a little inside too. Nothing wrong with that though.
Gonna have options from that spot. Curious what he does. Shirley.
He's trying to bend one around. Now this looks good as long as he gets past that Mando, and it does.
Nice shot from Cameron.
Yeah, that's perfect.
GT 291 going over the top.
Smart.
Oh my.
Little tree love there, never hurt.
I love that play. The worst he's gonna do is par with that, you know?
Sure.
Eliminating so many trees. Johnson, where's he gonna go? High or low?
I bet it's low. Oh, he went high.
I know you tricked all of us.
Oh. Wow.
Okay. Almost spikes it in, but we'll be putting for birdie. Shirley. It kind of just got
died
ground.
when it hit the ground.
That was a slammer, though. I would tell you, those things stick.
Right.
This is a little faster disc here for Emerson. That's a Justice. And as a consequence, he has a little better skip, and he is parked.
Nice upshot.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Cameron can cover up that approach. No. Zachariah coming back up the hill for birdie.
There you go.
A rough day, but he's staying in it. Look at that. 3 birdies on the
Three out of the last four, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little comeback.
Mm-hmm. 5 off the lead, though, and late will need help. Shirley, that is in for par.
It is in.
Keith for birdie. This will keep him 2 behind Hancock. Ooh.
That almost bounced back at him, didn't
Sure
it?
thought about it.
That's the problem with those hard putts. You just
You see
hit
it from
that
Rick.
pole and it'll come right back at you.
Wysocki does it on occasion as well. Hancock in for his birdie and maintaining 2 strokes.
Some good birdies there.
Yeah, Emerson Keith. Booming this thing.
Heiser to flip up. That was a nice pull there.
This shorty is it even shorter?
It is even shorter. They moved it to the left on us here. It was to the right there, straight ahead up that gap. You can dump a hyzer over the top. You can skip one under here, under this first little limb on front of you here, or you can do a little sidearm or something out to the left and bring it back in, a little tree lotto. I like the straight up the gut play, just a little skip shot.
It seems like the biggest gap. They're giving it to you. You got to take it, right? There's the justice out of Keith. It's okay.
He let it go a little early. I'm
Yeah.
sure he wanted to push it out there a little more.
Hancock. That's early too.
Yeah. They were probably looking at the scores and saw me back there, you know.
They're like, oh, no one's back there.
Oh, stop it.
Pressure applied.
See,
Johnson.
here's the up and over. Yeah. Oh.
And another bad
Enough.
roll for Johnson.
Enough bad luck already.
Yeah, it's time to quit that. Shirley. Early as well, maybe? Oh, no, that was good, wasn't it?
That was good. That
Yeah.
might have even had a chance if it had jumped off the ground there.
Keith to stay 2 back of Hancock. Oh, Emerson.
It's first low putt I think we've seen of him.
You are correct, yeah. Johnson for birdie. Oh, no. Another nasty roll for Johnson.
Wow.
Just brutal. And now, almost the same putt, but to say par. And you can see the luck.
When you get frustrated, it's hard to keep it together and keep your composure, and you just want to do the best you can.
Oh, and he's gonna 4-putt for a 5 here. Hancock, that is a big putt. That's opening up a little.
That's a good birdie.
Yeah, 3-stroke cushion. And we do have our temp holes coming up here, so there's more to play than you would think. We got 6 left now.
1, 2, yeah, 6 holes left.
Cool. And an unfortunate double out of Johnson.
Yeah, that's just bad luck.
Yep, just roll away on the drive, roll away on the putt.
If the drive would have just stuck, it would have been right there, easy too.
Yeah, easy too. Saves himself 3 strokes, just like that. But throwing round things in the woods, Nolan.
That's it. That's it.
Funny stuff happens. You got to be okay with it. It's hard. Hancock piling on with that birdie, leading us into 16.
16 is it's a tough one. It's a must get. You want to. I don't really know how to attack this hole. I've thrown it every way possible, and I can't get close, so I really don't know what to do. If you have a thumber, I think that's the best play, to stab one in there with a big thumber, or if you have a nice touchy sidearm that you can get one through this gap down here. I like that play too. But it's a great birdie if you get it.
Hancock, 3 strokes clear of Keith. Sneaks it through for a long
Caught a little
look.
limb there. It slowed it up a bunch.
Shirley with that flex forehand over the top. See where this dives in.
That'll work.
That was cool.
That'll work. A lot of people do play that little tree lotto back there behind it, so
There's
it's
that
not a bad shot.
justice again for Keith. Got some tree love yesterday.
Ooh.
Oh. So that's what happens when it doesn't slow down
That's
with the
what
tree. Goes a little long. Johnson going over the top. Like a tomahawk.
Tomahawk, yeah.
And that's stuck in there right on the edge. He's got a long look at 2. Hancock, what does he do here? You know, you got 3 strokes, 6 to play. Do you push? Do you?
Can a little up and down run, not a very aggressive, but yeah, he just lays it up.
He
It's
does.
smart.
Okay. I like that decision. Johnson, unfortunately, ends up here and has this awkward look at 2. Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Easy up and down.
Keith, another chance.
He's lucky he's not really more in the thick stuff there.
Is to close the gap back to 2.
Early left.
2 misses from Keith,
which is surprising.
I know, when he needed them most too. Good birdie from Shirley there. That's grabbing a stroke on the card. Too little, too late, unfortunately, for his championship hopes, but never hurts to snag a birdie when you can.
That's right.
Hancock. That will maintain 3 strokes over Keith.
62 players in the open field there, so
Solid.
yep.
Johnson dropping in, as will Emerson. Did you know I gave Emmer Daddy his nickname?
Did you?
Yep.
I did not.
A couple years back at Idlewild, he busted out some awesome shot. And I was like, oh, he's Emmer Daddy after that one. Hole 17 are going downhill here, Nolan.
Championship tee here. They moved us back probably 150 feet or so. I'm not too sure. You can go long right in those trees on the right there in that thick stuff. You don't want to do that. There used to be a Mando here. I think they took it away this year. So you can attack a big Anheuser or something if you wanted to do something and try to get to the bucket. And it is downhill. So, yes, it's 625 feet, but you can get there if you have one of these arms like these guys.
Cameron was excited about the Mando removal.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I guarantee he was attacking that and just turned that over there.
Yeah, exactly that. GT. Goodbye.
That turned over. Wow. That's not where you want to be. That's a bad spot.
That is not it. And after watching that, Emerson throws
Puts plenty of hyzer on that.
Exactly.
And plays it right in the middle. So that's going to be just fine.
He's like, I will take my stroke.
That's right.
I guess Hancock could save par, but it would be Herculean.
Great one.
Johnson.
I'm sure he's trying to hammer down as well. Mm-hmm. He probably let that go a little early. I'm sure he wanted to hang that out just a little more right, but still in the fairway. There's nothing wrong with that spot where he's at.
True words. Johnson, 257 to the pin.
Ooh, nice little dump sidearm there. Good finish.
Yeah, that should birdie. Here is where Hancock got, thankfully not too deep in the stuff, can still throw an out, and he is lucky that one didn't get back in the trees.
Correct. That could be in a Death Valley in there where you do not want to be.
Getting some local love there, perhaps?
Well, he got some local love.
He'll take it. Keith into the green.
Played a skip shot early. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was very early, and it worked beautifully.
Good shot.
Now GT, this already his third stroke. And that was a good one,
That's
Nolan.
a good one, yep. Yeah, he needed that.
Here is where the Shirley drive ended up.
Beautiful.
Yep. His shank got that close on a 600-foot hole.
I know.
He probably hated that drive. There is Hancock, and that is a good par.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
Yep. Johnson putting in his birdie.
Yep. Like I said, as long as you don't get in trouble off the tee, it's pretty simple up and down, easy routine, but
yeah,
as long as you're not where GT was on that drive, you'd be all right.
Exactly. That's the one spot you don't want to be. Keith, or I guess where Emerson was.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds. You don't want to be there either. Get a look at this. Lefty form out of Cam Shirley.
Swinging that arm through on that follow through, little dance, little hop there.
10-hole time, Nolan.
10-hole. Now this one's tough. I really don't know how to throw this hole myself. I've tried to hang it out right all the way over and throw a big hyzer on it and try to stab it. Don't have much luck doing it. I like 3s on this hole because I can't birdie it. So I just try not to get myself in trouble. But OB long, nothing to the right, nothing to the left, just these trees everywhere. And it's a good hole. If you can birdie it, you definitely threw an awesome drive.
Yeah, there's the flex line there. There's the hyzer line, but they all require huge arms.
Huge arms.
Yeah, this man has a huge arm. Shirley. Oh my God, he almost put that in one.
That's one of the better drives I've seen on this.
Wow, huge swing. Big shot coming here for Keith. Just 2 back.
See, he wanted to hang it out right, but
Yeah,
he didn't.
He hated this one. It punches up to the top of the hill at least.
That's not bad. I mean,
Yeah, he's got a long look.
better than my drive.
Johnson.
I'm sure that's the angle that Emerson wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a swing though.
Yeah, it hung out a little wide as a result. You can see it there. It's a long look, runnable look, but it's a long look.
Still in the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Hancock.
I like this play. Try to hit that valley. Try to get it up that gut. Let it finish to the left. That's not bad.
Oh, that's a beaut from a Hancock.
Great drive.
Late in the game, too. You love to see that.
Did he foot fault? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Johnson coming up the hill for birdie. Honest effort, but not to be. He's
Nothing wrong with that. If you can make that putt every time, you should be the world champion. That's for sure.
That's very true. Keith must get, and this is just airmailed in a huge way.
Now, I watched this from the side angle. We were playing beside this while this was going on.
Must make on the comeback
yeah,
here.
It's
And with that miss, GT can grab 2 more strokes on Keith right now.
wow. Cameron, he's
Yeah,
got good spirits.
he does. He was a good hang the whole day.
Yeah.
Despite the rough putting.
GT, I'll be surprised if he misses this. Solid. Great birdie.
That's a stroke on the card. More importantly, that is 2 on his closest
Emerson,
competitor,
yeah.
Emerson Keith.
Wow.
Oh, my
that
goodness.
almost missed left. So you notice towards the end here, his putts are going left a lot more. And they're
Yeah,
not hanging on that right side
Yeah,
like
you're
he's
right.
been doing it. So
There's Johnson putting home par. Cameron will do the same. All right, all of a sudden, 4 strokes clear of this field is that man, GT Hancock.
yeah, this was a great drive.
Booming that D2 right at the water tower. Awesome.
Could have been on a postcard there. That's pretty.
It really was a great shot by Peter, as always. 19.
19. This is second temp hole. So this is one of my favorites. I like this tee shot over the pond here. For us little arms, we like to go through this gap that this drone's flying through here. If you can hit this gap, this is nice. But if you have a big booming arm, you can actually go over those trees or around them. Or a lot of people might throw a side arm that goes out to the left of everything and swings it back in this fairway. Goes over to this point right here, and there is road all around this, so there is some OB to play with, but nothing crazy.
Your leader, Hancock, on the tee.
Throws it that low gap there that we was explaining. Nice little skip. I mean,
That's well done.
that's all you want.
Doesn't need to go superhero at this point, you know?
Right.
Just take your birdies if you get them.
Exactly.
Shirley. That is yanked and...
Did it
that
go in
went-
the water?
Yeah, it went
Oh,
right into
wow.
the water. I missed that deflection. Sorry. Johnson.
This is that sidearm I was talking about.
Flexing that Draco over there. Ooh, that's a big one.
It's a crush.
That's cool.
Plenty of distance. Easy up and down from there.
Yeah,
Nothing
really.
in his way.
Yeah, that's a nice advantage. Keith with the Royal Rive.
Going for that gap, too. Looks like he got in a little early, which is fine as long as it doesn't hit nothing, and that'll work.
Oh, he's liking that. Gonna pop over to the drop zone for Shirley, throwing 3. 236 into the green.
Settle up.
He'll have that putt for his par. Circle's edge. Maybe a little inside. Hancock. A2 approach.
Nice soft touch there.
A little too soft, maybe.
Yeah.
He's been good though, hasn't he?
Look at this. He's jump putting this. Wow.
Yeah, just 110. That's jump putt range when you're Emerson Keith.
That'll work. Easy up and down.
There might have been a dog barking in the background there. Johnston from 107 for eagle. That'll be a drop-in birdie instead.
Nice.
Shirley for par.
Another low putt. So he just had some putting issues that day. That's all.
Yep. Some backyard time should hopefully clean that up. Hancock, another birdie for that man.
Yes, sir.
He will hold on to 4 strokes as Keith also birdies. 2 to go. 4-stroke lead.
2 to go. 4-stroke lead. Yep. Needing something to happen.
What did you finish at?
For the
Event?
round? Or for the, tied for third.
Tied for third?
Tied
Okay.
for third and fourth. So
You're close.
I was close. I was there watching, waiting,
Uh-huh.
anticipating.
All right, on to our last temp hole here.
330 feet. I believe that last flagpole there on the left is a Mando. I could be wrong about that. The basket sits up in these trees. There's a sidewalk on the right that will come into play. That wind is pushing hard left to right, so if you turn something over backhanding or sidearm and it gets away from you, it's real easy to go OB right there. So fun hole, cool hole.
Yep.
Playground right beside you, lots of noise.
Hancock, 4-stroke lead in the forehand.
That's out wide enough for sure. That looks good.
In the circle.
Inside the circle, yep, that's what you want.
Johnson. Lower, a little wider.
Lower, yeah.
A long putt. Circle 2. Keith. Going Raider. And this thing is stable. Oh,
Checked up nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work.
perfectly on the wrong side of that tree,
Perfectly on the wrong side of that tree,
though.
though.
Yeah. Shirley licking his chops on this lefty hole, but that's sod.
Body English tells me he let it go early and left, and
Yeah.
it's not what he wanted.
Nope. An open putt, but a long putt here for Cameron.
There's that cameraman standing behind the basket again, you know?
We get him every time.
That's right, that's right.
Johnson.
How much did they pay you there? Oh, goodness.
I didn't see that.
He just had an unlucky round.
It's, yeah, you know. Hancock, another good make from that man.
Great birdie. That's what he wanted.
Not letting up at all. No wiggle room. Here is Keith to match that.
Good putt. Nice little straddle around the tree.
That really was.
Important putt, too.
Yeah. Keeping a tiny bit of pressure there on
You
GT.
can't give him 5 strokes.
No, you can't
know?
give him 5. Yeah, you could just chop your way up the fairway and win with that much. Johnson drops in par. Shirley the same. Another good one from Hancock. A lot of pressure putts. You know, they're not getting these, like, last couple have been like 20, 25 footers. Like, you can miss them with some pressure, but he is not. He's nailing them. Our finishing hole, Nolan.
18 put us on the champ tee. This tee pad right here is where we've been throwing from, so we're back here a good ways. OB left on this line to the left here on these bushes. You don't want to miss right. There is no OB, but you don't want to be right. It's thick over there and it's ugly, and you don't really have a look. Once again, don't go long on your upshot. There's sidewalk back there, and hopefully you get as close as possible. I mean, tough hole, tough finishing hole.
It really is, yeah. Hancock with the tee and a 4-stroke lead. This is a little underspun. And Lincoln
Wow,
OB.
out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just a couple inches OB, but it is OB.
He just tried to place it up there, too. He wasn't trying to kill it.
He did. Keith, speaking of kill it.
Wow.
This thing is moving up the fairway.
What a shot. That's a smash. That's probably the furthest drive I've seen on that all day.
Yeah. Tough spot, though, right behind that trunk. Johnson.
Tomahawk again, huh?
Channeling his hole 2 again, right?
Yeah, right in the middle. Sit down.
There's a brick wall, at least. I don't think it'll...
Okay.
Yeah.
Say, don't do it to him again. Goodness.
Serious. The day he's had. Shirley. And his back was hurting at this point. You could see a little grimace there as he walks off the tee pad. Underthrown, but a nice kick in the fairway.
That was a good kick.
At least.
Keep him out there in the fairway.
Hancock, his third.
That looks good.
Circle's edge, maybe just inside.
That's what he needed. That's what he wanted.
Shirley, his second.
Not bad.
Same area. Johnson, just 264 left for a birdie look.
That'll work.
Nicely done. Pin high. Count that birdie from Zach. You'd hope anyway. Keith, a smash of a drive. Just 180 left, but really tough footing with that tree trunk there. Manages nicely, though.
Great shot.
Oh, wow. Cam, sneak out of here with a birdie. And another face mask hit.
It's the last one, though. That's his last one. So
It is. Yeah. GT Hancock for the win.
You can tell he wants it, for sure. He could honestly just lay this up.
He
and
could
call
lay
it
it
a
up,
day,
yeah.
but we're going to go ahead and tap that in.
And your Veterans Park Open champion,
Congratulations, GT.
GT Hancock.
Good shooting, brother.
Cool thing to get your first A-tier win on your home track, man.
Absolutely.
In front of the home crowd.
Good stuff. Well deserved. He's put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. Played a lot of golf this year.
Keith for the birdie finish.
Good finish there from Emerson.
Gets him to 24 on the event. 3 behind your winner. Johnson, let's see if he can finish with a birdie and get back to 18.
Good finish. He had a rough round there. He had a lot of bad luck.
It
so
was
a good
one of the
birdie to
unluckier
finish.
rounds I can remember watching, honestly.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of golf. Shirley drops in par. You can see a lot of talent in that guy.
Oh, yeah. Local favorite. We all love him. He'll be around for a long time.
Yeah.
Skip Maxwell there in the background.
Congrats to this man. What a day. I'm sure a day he'll never forget. you
Well
know?
deserved.
Your first
Yes,
day
sir.
here, right?
Absolutely.
It's a big moment. And he came out on tour too. He was bubbling up, you know, on Disc Golf Network a bunch. I remember doing commentary.
Oh, yeah.
I was saying his name quite a bit.
He's just going to get better. He will be around more,
Yeah.
and he will win a lot more. I promise you. His putting is amazing and well deserved, like I said.
Love it. There are your scores. Charlie Moore sneaking in at third, tied with yourself.
Yeah, had a good round there. We both did that final round.
Yeah, really solid, man. Really nice shooting. Wow, somebody shooting 13 down there.
I do want to say that I went bogey free all weekend
Do you
out
really?
there.
Dang,
So
well done, Nolan.
I'm kind of excited about that.
Love that. Well, thank you guys so much for having us out here. Love the event. Nolan, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.